Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches e-RUPI digital payment platform. 8th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly to commence tomorrow. United Naga Tribes Association on Border Areas and RPP demands amendment of State of Nagaland Act 1962. And Zunheboto and Wokha districts launches Smoke-Free District Headquarter Campaign. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched e-RUPI, a cashless and contactless instrument for digital payment through video conferencing. e-RUPI, a person and purpose specific digital payment solution, is a QR code or SMS string-based e-voucher which is delivered to the mobile of the beneficiaries. Speaking on the occasion, Modi said, the country is giving a new dimension to digital governance, and e-RUPI will play a great role in strengthening direct benefit transfer, DBT. He said e-RUPI voucher will help everyone in targeted, transparent and leakage-free delivery. Modi said the centre is taking over 300 government schemes to the poor through DBT. The Prime Minister said e-RUPI is a futuristic reform that is being initiated at a time when the country is to celebrate Parati Ki Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. He said e-RUPI vouchers are purpose-specific and will ensure that the benefits of the voucher are availed for the service it is meant for. Modi said if any organization wants to help people in their treatment or education or for any other purpose, then they will be able to give e-RUPI instead of cash. The 8th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly commences tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. in the Assembly Hall, Kohima. The 2-day session will conclude on August 5 after a recess on August 4. During the session, business to be taken up are obituary references, questions, laying of reports, presentation of Assembly Committee reports, introduction, consideration and passing of bills, discussion on matters of urgent public importance, introduction and adoption of government resolution, and announcement or revised composition of the various financial and non-financial matters. In view of the 8th session of the 13th Nagaland Assembly session, Kohima Police has issued traffic advisory as part of the security arrangement. No vehicle, including 2-wheelers, will be allowed to park by the roadside from 6 a.m. onwards on August 3 and 5 till the end of the session from BSNL Telephone Exchange till Classic Island, from Raj Bhavan till Classic Island, and from Classic Island till Assembly Secretariat via Razu Point or High School Junction. Heavy vehicles will not be allowed to ply in Kohima town during Assembly session from 6 a.m. till the session is over. All loading and unloading of goods in Kohima town should be completed by 6 a.m. during Assembly session. While anticipating positive cooperation from the public, the police informed that defaulting vehicles will be towed away and the charges will be borne by the vehicle owners. The United Naga Tribes Association on Border Areas, UNDAPA, has demanded amendment of the Section 3 and 4 of the State of Nagaland Act 1962. In a letter addressed to the Chief Minister, UNDAPA stated that interstate boundary between Assam and Nagaland has never been surveyed or demarcated clearly, though it has been almost 60 years since the establishment of Nagaland as the 16th state under the Union of India. The association sought the constitutional provisions of Article 3 and 4 of the Constitution of India to effect a retransfer of reserve forest and amalgamate all Naga territories back to the state of Nagaland. Andaba therefore requested the Chief Minister to consider for adoption of resolution in the August House of Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Meanwhile, the Rising People's Party also asked the state government to pass a unanimous resolution in the forthcoming Assembly session to request the Government of India to amend the State of Nagaland Act 1962 so that the state boundary is delineated as per point 12 of the 16-point agreement. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on a YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Zunheboto and Wokha districts today successfully launched the Smoke-Free District Headquarter Campaign in their respective headquarters. Deputy Commissioner Zunheboto, Peter Lijamo, speaking at a program, appealed the public to work together in making the campaign a success. He added that smoking habit needs to be treated as an emergency situation, keeping in mind the ill effects to our health. District Nodal Officer NTCP Zunheboto, Dr. Easter Chopi Ngule, highlighted that nearly 10 lakh of the population in the state indulge in tobacco consumption. Deputy Commissioner Wokha, Orentang Lotha, congratulated the 4 schools and a college for achieving tobacco-free educational institutions. Orentang urged them to be ambassadors of change in spreading awareness and appealed all concerned to give concerted effort to bring down the percentage of tobacco use in the district. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur today said that the government has adopted an effective integrated strategy to rationalize the prices of its advertisements. Replying to supplementaries in the Rajya Sabha, he said that before 2014, ministries used to give separate advertisements with regard to leaders and eminent personalities, which have been rationalized. Thakur said that the integrated advertisement has reduced the cost and also enhanced their reach. Culture Ministry today launched a unique program to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav on Independence Day this year. The initiative, connected with the national anthem, has been taken up by the Ministry to instill pride and unity among all Indians. The people have been invited to sing the national anthem and upload the video on website www.rastragan.in. The compilation of national anthem will be shown live on 15th of August. Culture Minister G. Kishan Reddy hoped that Indians across the world will participate in this event and also called on maximum participation from the youth. Detection of 59 fresh positive cases in Nagaland has breached the state's COVID-19 tally to 28,000 mark today. The state's COVID-19 caseload now stands at 28,004. On the other hand, 94 persons have recovered from the infection. This has improved the state's COVID recovery rate slightly to 90.47% from 90.33%. With this, the total recovered cases have been added to 25,338, while 4 deaths have also increased the COVID deaths tally to 560. There are 1,300 active cases. Commissioner of Police Dimapur has informed that movements of all vehicles within Dimapur district will continue to ply in odd-even system till 18th of August. However, it will not be imposed on exempted category. All officers and staff in the exempted category should carry identity card issued by the respective heads of department. It further cautioned that violation of this restriction order will be penalized under the Motor Vehicle Act 1988. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches e-RUPI digital payment platform. 8th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly to commence tomorrow. United Naga Tribes Association on Border Areas and RPP demands amendment of State of Nagaland Act 1962. And Zunheboto and Wokha districts launches Smoke-Free District Headquarter Campaign. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.